Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm back. I suffered a little bit from a common cold, and when you get to be my age, which we'll call a baby boomer, sometimes it can take a toll on you. And speaking of baby boomers, we're going to talk about that. Are you a baby boomer? If you were born in the mid-1950s like me, you know we grew up in what felt like the best era ever. No smartphones, no social media, just pure, unfiltered fun and freedom. Today we're going to take a trip down memory lane, reliving those golden days from the 50s through the early 80s. We'll talk about our first bikes, playing till the streetlights came on, drive-in movies, and so much more. Grab a cup of coffee, or better yet, a root beer float, and let's reminisce about why we had the best life. But fair warning, there might be a twinge of sadness knowing those days are behind us forever. Remember to hit that like button and maybe even subscribe if you have a mind to. Now let's start with the basics. Our childhoods in the late 50s and early 60s. Remember getting your first bike? That sure was a rite of passage. For many of us, it was a brand new shiny Schwinn Stingray, or a simple Huffy with those banana seats and high handlebars. No helmets back then, just the wind in your hair as you pedaled around the block, feeling like you owned the world. We customized them with baseball cards on the spokes for that cool motorcycle sound. Learning to ride without training wheels? That scrape on your knee was a badge of honor. And the summers were pure magic. We'd play late into the evening, from kick the can to hide and seek, until Mom hollered from the porch or the street lights flickered on. No schedules or play dates arranged by parents. Just grab your friends and go. Fireflies in jars, building forts in the woods, or just lying in the grass staring at the stars. Life was simple, safe, and endless. But thinking back, it's kind of sad. Kids today are glued to screens, missing that raw freedom we took for granted. Remember those party telephone lines? Picking up the phone and hearing the neighbors gossiping? Hello, is this line free? We'd eavesdrop on Mrs. Johnson's recipe swaps or sneak calls to our crushes, hoping no one interrupted. It was communal, quirky, and a bit annoying when you needed privacy. But it connected us in ways apps never will. The good old rotary dial phone, twisting that finger around, waiting for the click. Those were the days. Now let's talk about family time. Nothing beats going shopping with Mom at the grocery store in the 1960s and 70s. It was an event. We'd push that metal cart down the aisles of the A&P or Piggly Wiggly, stacking up cans of Spam and Wonder Bread. Mom would clip coupons from the newspaper, and if we behaved, we might get a treat like a candy bar from the checkout. Remember the S&H green stamps? Licking and pasting them into books for that free toaster. It taught us patience and reward, lessons lost in today's one-click shopping. Oh, and the 5 and 10 cent stores, Woolworths or Kresge's, those magical places where a nickel bought you a comic book, a yo-yo, or a bag of marbles. The smell of popcorn from the lunch counter, the creaky wooden floors. We'd wander the aisles, dreaming of what our allowance could snag. It was an affordable wonderland where everything felt within reach. Remember going downtown on a Friday night to buy a new pair of shoes? That was high excitement. We'd all pile into the family station wagon, heading to the bustling main street. Department stores like Sears or Montgomery Ward lit up like Christmas, with window displays that dazzled. Trying on those Buster Brown shoes, the salesman measuring your feet with that metal contraption. Your mom feeling the toe of your shoe, asking you where your big toe was. Downtown was alive with energy, people watching, and that sense of community. But now, malls are closing, and online shopping has stolen that personal touch. It's a bit heartbreaking, isn't it? Those vibrant streets are quieter echoes of what once was. And let's not forget the county fair. Every summer in the 70s, it was the highlight. Cotton candy sticking to your fingers, the Ferris wheel spinning under the stars, winning a goldfish at the ring toss. The livestock shows, demolition derbies, and that thrilling tilt-a-whirl. Families together, laughing through the heat. We felt invincible, like the fun would never end. Nothing was so special as Christmas time when you were a kid. The tinsel tree, those old-fashioned lights, and all the great presents spread out on Christmas morning, wrapping paper everywhere. Speaking of Christmas and nostalgia, the True Tone Light Company, who makes these great sets of nostalgic C7 sets, they sell the bulbs and they sell complete sets. The True Tone Company was nice enough to send out a couple of sets for me to take a look at, and I have to admit they're very, very good. They're just like the old C7 sets, except they don't get hot, and they use just a fraction of the electricity, being LED. Now let's see if you take one out, if they all, no, see, if one goes out, they don't all go out. Don't you miss that? No, you don't. The thing about it is they're a little bit on the expensive side. That's the only drawback. But if you have the funds, even the box looks like the old days. And like I say, you can use your current sets if you have some old C7 strings around and you want to change out just the bulbs. They have just the bulbs here that you can buy, or they have the complete sets like this. This is a set of 10, but I think they also sell a set of 25. There's a link down in the description if you're interested in getting the sets. And it's the True Tone Light Company. And thank you, True Tone, for sending these out. Fast forward to our teen years in the late 60s and 70s and early 80s, when life got a little more independent. Owning your first car? My first car was a 1972 Chevy Vega. What was yours? Leave it in the comments down below. Maybe it was a used Ford Mustang or a Chevy Nova, bought with savings from mowing lawns. No fancy tech, just AM radio blasting the Beatles or Led Zeppelin as you cruise with friends. Washing it every Saturday, tinkering under the hood. It symbolized freedom. Gas was cheap, under 50 cents a gallon. In fact, I remember when it was 25 cents a gallon. And road trips were spontaneous. But today, with electric cars and traffic apps, the raw thrill of the open road feels faded, doesn't it? Speaking of cruising, drive-in movies were the ultimate date night. Piling into the car with popcorn from home, hooking the speaker to the window, watching double features like Jaws or Star Wars Under the Stars. The intermission cartoons, the snack bar runs, pure romance and adventure. Drive-ins are rare now, replaced by streaming TV on couches. We miss that communal magic. Then came our first jobs. Flipping burgers at McDonald's for $2 an hour? $2 an hour? My first job paid $1.10 an hour. Stocking shelves at the local hardware store. In the 1970s, it was about earning your own money for records or bell-bottom jeans. No resumes needed, just show up and work hard. It built character, taught responsibility, and funded those weekend hangs at the arcade or roller rink. Yes, life through the years has really changed. The 50s gave us post-war optimism with backyard barbecues and I Love Lucy on black and white TVs. The 60s brought change. Woodstock vibes, conflicts overseas, civil rights marches, but also innocent fun like twist parties. And the 70s? Saturday Night Fever and economic ups and downs, but we adapted with CB radios and pet rocks. The early 80s introduced MTV and Pac-Man. We had affordable homes, strong communities, and a sense of possibility. Baby boomers truly had the best life. Economic booms, cultural revolutions, and endless optimism, but no constant news cycle stressing us out, just living in the moment. Well, it's been quite a ride. We baby boomers lived through an era of pure gold. We played hard, worked honestly, and connected in ways that felt real and lasting. Sure, there were challenges, like the Vietnam War drafts, the oil crisis, but overall we had freedom, affordability, and a world that seemed full of promise. Baby boomers had the best life, hands down. But here's the bittersweet part. It's all in the past now. Those party lines are digital echoes. Drive-ins are parking lots, and kids don't roam free like we did. Technology's great, but it can't replace the simplicity we cherished. Sometimes I catch myself wishing for just one more twilight game of tag, or a spin in that old car. Ah, memories like the cobwebs in my mind. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time, unless I come to my own sad ending.